Hello children, we know what is Lorentz force. We have learnt in the previous class. You know that when a charge is moving in a perpendicular magnetic field, it experiences Lorentz force, right? Now, if we look at this diagram, children, you can see a magnetic field. That is, I have represented as the cross. That is, the magnetic field is acting perpendicular to the paper and it is acting inward, right? It is acting in this direction. It is acting into the paper and perpendicular. Now, if the charge q is placed in this magnetic field, it is moving with velocity v. Now, because of this perpendicular magnetic field, velocity is perpendicular to the magnetic field. V vector is perpendicular to the B vector. At the time, what happens is a force comes into play which will be acting in this direction, right? The force, it will be acting in this direction. So this force, it will does not allow the particle to move in linearly. It will deflect the particle direction so that the particle shifted in this direction. Again, this F acts on this so that the particle again now shifts in this. Velocity changes, right? Now F again acts in this direction so that the particle moves in this direction, right? So every time this F, it will deflect the particle, right? Every time this force, it will be acting perpendicular and it will deflect the particle, so that you can see that the particle now it is moving in a circular path. So how the particle is able to move in a circular path? Because of this F. Okay, this F, we call it as the if F, we call it as the magnetic Lorentz force, and this magnetic Lorentz force only gives the centripetal force so that the particle moves in the circular path, right? It will not allow the particle to move linearly. It will deflect each and every time. It will act perpendicularly and it will deflect the particle so that the particle moves in the circular path, right? So this force F, which is acting toward the center, we call it as the centripetal force, and we call it as the magnetic Lorentz force. This magnetic Lorentz force provide the centripetal force that so that the particle moves in circular path. Got it, children? Now we will discuss about the motion of charged particle in uniform magnetic field. We are going to derive, already I told you, the particle due to Lorentz force, the particle moves in circular path. You are going to calculate time period of rotation of the particle, and also you are going to find out frequency, okay, of the particle when it is moving in the circular path. First we will explain the diagram. We will explain the diagram. You know that Q is the charge, M is the mass of the charge, and the magnetic field is acting perpendicular and it is acting inward, right? V is the velocity. Then Fm is the Lorentz force. This Lorentz force is perpendicular to both V vector and B vector. Now Lorentz force this is the vector notation. Fm vector is equal to Q into V vector cross B vector. So if you write the magnitude, you will get Fm is equal to V cross B. VB sin theta. Q you have written here, that is BQV sin theta. Theta is 90 degree. What is theta? It is the angle between B vector and V vector, right? So you will get sin 90 is 1. So BQV into 1, that is BQV. Already I told you this Lorentz force provides the centripetal force and the particle moves in the circular path of radius r. Centripetal formula, you know, mv square by r. Now children, you can see equate these two, centripetal force and the magnetic Lorentz force. If you equate, what will you get? mv square by r is equal to bqv. Cancel v and v. If you take r from that, you will get mv by bq. Mass into velocity is nothing but momentum. So momentum by bq. Time period of rotation, you know that. What is the formula for time period? Time is distance by velocity, right? This is distance by velocity. Particle moves in circular path. So circumference of the distance is circumference 2 pi r in by v. Now already you know r value. It is mv by bq. So instead of this r, you are substituting mv by bq. Right? Here you can see vv gets cancelled. So what is left over? 2 pi m by bq. So time period of rotation is equal to 2 pi m by bq. That we call it as the cyclotron period. What is frequency? That is reciprocal of time period, right? So if you reciprocal and write frequency is equal to bq by 2 pi m. If you want to find out angular frequency, omega is 2 pi f value is here, you can substitute 2 pi and f is bq by 2 pi m. You cancel these two, you will get bq by m, right? So this bq by m, angular frequency, we call it as the cyclotron frequency or the gyro frequency, right children? Next case, what we are going to discuss is, usually you know that when the charge moves in perpendicular magnetic field, it will experience Lorentz force. In this case, what you are considering is the charge velocity is not perpendicular to the magnetic field. It is at an angle theta with respect to magnetic field, right children? Theta angle between V and B is not 90 degree as you discussed so far. It is at an angle theta, right? You are resolving V vector into horizontal and vertical component. Horizontal is V cos theta and vertical component is V sin theta. So what will happen to this charge in such a situation? What happens to this charge? This component, it will not affect the charge movement, it will not affect the velocity, right? But this vertical component, no, V sin theta, it will change due to the Lorentz force. So what happens is, now this particle, this component, now this V sin theta and this B are perpendicular to each other, right? So what will happen? These two component, it will produce Lorentz force. As a result of Lorentz force, the charge, it will start to move in the circular path, right children? Due to the Lorentz force, already we discussed that the particle moves in circular path. So V sin theta component is perpendicular to B. The charges, so that you can say that the charge will experience Lorentz force, and Lorentz force provide the centripetal force. So the particle moves in circular path, right? What is the use of this component? This component, which is acting along B vector, it will make the circular path. The charge, once when it completes this one circular path, this component, it will move the charge along this axis, the positive x-axis, and again Lorentz force will make the particle to move in a circular path. So that what happens, the circular path continuously, if it takes place, it will look like a helical path, right? Now you can say that the path of the particle is helical, right children? On this charge, this